Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome back to episode number 34 on the Wildlands series for Farming Simulator 25. My name is Free Machine Gaming, and welcome back. Well, we have another 2 fields to go ahead and harvest, and we are going to do that on camera right now. We have officially made it to statistics. We're going to go up here. We made it to 6,800 trees, which means we cut 1,000 trees down, and we are at 65:06 hours. So I've made a decision, everybody. Let's get busy so we can get going here. I turned the vehicle volume down to 60 because AK said it was a little loud. So hopefully that'll work. And if it needs to go down a little more, we'll go down a little more. But we keep doing surgery on our microphone and everything, and we're gonna go from there. So I do have to look into fixing my smart TV because I am really getting frustrated with the going up and down every commercial. Sometimes my microphone picks it up, and I have my decibels turned all the way down, my noise cancellation down to negative 60 decibels, so it shouldn't be picking it up from the other room, but it does. Ever since this update, what a pain in the booty. But anyways, some big news coming for the channel. Thank you guys for letting me have a night off, but yeah, so much needed change to the channel. I have not had a reboot to the channel in a long time, and it needs to happen, and some things need to change, and we'll go over that in the next video. So, well, actually, no, we can go over it right now. So, generally what I'm going to do is we're going to finish this series. We're going to finish harvesting it, and wherever trees we're on, where that's it. And then we're wiping everything clean, and we're starting afresh. We're going to pick a series that we can stay on, and I'm going to do one series at a time. And generally speaking, I'm probably going to go just a little bit longer videos because I'm having nothing but success with YouTube uploading my videos very quickly lately. So I cannot complain. So if that's the case, and the only reason I stopped doing an-hour videos is because it was taking me forever to upload them. So now I can actually do it the right way and go back to 45 minutes to an hour videos. I know that disappoints many of you, but on the same token, we get more done. So yeah, that's going to be the case, and then we're going to do just like I promised my wife, and I had started to get away from that. I had every intentions of doing one series and finishing it and then going on to the next, because what's happening when I have 2 or 3 or 4 series going on is I end up having multiple mods and different mods for different series, and it becomes too confusing for even myself to figure out what mods I'm using, what mods I'm not using. So as soon as this series is done, as soon as basically we get done harvesting everything, we're going to do these 2 fields today, and then next episode we're going to go ahead by 1,000 trees. I found a quicker way to do trees. I can do 200 trees now in about 12 minutes using the mod, the Tree Devourer, that is severely edited by me. I actually fixed it to where it can cut a tree in about 1.5 seconds, and it does the stump and the tree all at the same time, and it holds like 5 million liters, so I can zip around. And literally before we started recording, I did 200 trees to finish off 1,000 in literally about 11 minutes. So I can do about 1,000 trees in about an hour. So we've only got 2 or 3 or 4 hours left on this map, and that's it. And then I'm going to literally wipe all my mods clean. I'm going to wipe all the Let's Plays clean, and we're going to pick one map, and we're going to pick it, and we're going to stay with it until it's done. It will not be a logging map because we're gonna alternate, but I want to make sure that we set ourselves up for success instead of failure. Spent a lot of time over the last, since Farming Simulator 25 dropped, going back to basically what I was doing before, which was jumping maps and having lots of play styles. That all has to stop, guys, and we have to get it straight. It's not fair to do to you guys, and it's not fair to do to me. So going forward, that's all we're gonna do. And thank you guys, like I said, for giving me at least a day off to where I can just kind of reflect and think about the changes I want to make. Ultimately, we're going to start going more towards the realism side of it, but I also have to realize that I enjoy doing the logging maps. There's so many options to cutting trees down that it just makes it kind of like cathartic to clear an area and then go from there. So we're not going to rule out all that stuff, but we eventually will be, at least with the farming part of it, going more towards the realism. We may or may not go full realistic, because I know that many of you get frustrated, as well as I do sometimes, when you're frustrated, you're doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 harvests in a row, and it gets frustrating. So, and even on my end too. So I have to be the first one to admit that it does tend to get a little bit like, okay, I'm doing this. So that's why we're gonna go back to the old school way of doing things, and we're probably gonna do like now these next couple of videos on this series will be nothing like what they're gonna be doing exactly what we've been doing, 20-minute videos and wrapping it up, and then when we get to the new style, that's when we're gonna make the longer videos, generally like 45 minutes to an hour, and playing like 5 or 6x speed. And going at now, it also will depend on what kind of map we're on too. If we're still on if we tend to do a realistic series, it is what it is, and we're gonna do it, But I wanna, after I did the hour video for Saxlingham, a Farm Briscoe map, I can't believe how fast it loaded up. So, and that was the last couple videos. Literally, I put it on YouTube, and normally an hour video takes me anywhere between 4 to 5 hours to upload it. It literally was uploaded in like 20 minutes. I was like, okay, either my internet has gotten really fast, or YouTube has fixed its algorithms and uploaded it pretty quick. So hopefully that'll work, and hopefully that continues to work, because the last couple of videos, like these 20-minute videos, take me like 7 minutes to upload them. So I'm hoping that everything stays the same, because if it does, then I can go back to putting out longer videos, which gets you a lot of stuff done on the farm. Because here's why, guys. I generally don't like to use workers. I don't. I generally like to do everything myself. And when you're doing stuff by yourself, 95% of the time, if you're going anything more than or less than an hour, you don't get a lot done. Unless you're on a series like this, where in 20 minutes we can get, like we're already on our second field of harvesting right now. We can go like that, you know what I mean? So I can't believe the yield that we're getting on wood chips. We're already at 1.5 million liters. But we can also go down and cut, once we get this done here, we can cut, a couple hundred trees in 10 minutes and be ready to go. So that'll give us another couple hundred, which will give me a jump on the 1,000. And I'll show you how to do it. And then maybe we'll sell some stuff. As you can see, we're at $7 million. So what's really cool about this series is we've accomplished a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we really did. I mean, if you think about it, like I do a lot of times, we started with our goals were to basically be self-sufficient in the beginning. We wanted to have 1,000 cows on this map. We ended up pushing that past the limit and having 2,000 cows. We ended up growing oats first, and we did 10 fields of oats. And then we switched over to canola. We did 10 fields of canola. Then we switched over to sugarcane, and we did 14 fields of sugarcane, because we went through 2 cycles of it. So we did 2 that, and now we're on poplar, and we're doing 10 harvests of poplar. So it's pretty amazing the amount of crops that we've gotten done, the amount of trees that we got done. And now you have to also remember too that realistically, in the real world, in the beginning, the first 3 or 4 years, I think it was, we were only allowed to do 100 trees a day. Remember, that was one of our rules. And then that slowly went out the window, because you realize if I was doing 1,000 trees right now on episode 34, we literally would be almost done with the map. Because I'll show you where we're at here in a minute and go from there. But we have accomplished so much. The series has evolved in a natural sort of way. When we started out where we had to take a loan for everything, and we were $7.6 million in debt, and look, we're at $7 million to the positive. So we are literally doubled our money. We've made basically $14 million back so far, which is pretty cool. And now, like I said earlier, and that's just, I mean, I have to finish my thought there. That's absolutely amazing if you think about it. I mean, it's just crazy to think everything that we've accomplished on this in 34 short episodes. You know what I mean? In 65 hours of gameplay on a map, we've accomplished a lot. And I'm very happy with that. Very pleased. So even if we ended the series right now, it'd be a, we've accomplished pretty much every goal with the exception of the trees, and I'm sure that many of you understand that because of the fact that when we started in the beginning and we were only doing 100 trees, that we're not as far as what we should be. So that's absolutely understandable. People understand that. But the next series will definitely not be a logging series, and I'm looking at just a farming series. And like I said, those other series that we have, we're wiping everything clean. And the only one that I will ever do a series on between those two maps is the Saxlingham map. It's because I promised Farm Sim Briscoe I would get a series on it, more than one episode. So it's leaning towards about 70% right now that I'll go back to that series. But it may or may not be realistic. We may do the Own the Map challenge on it and go from there. So we may change it up a little bit. But I'm not sure yet. I still have some inner soul thinking and some talking with my family members and going from there. Because I want to make sure that from now on I pick maps that I stay on. I want to pick maps that are the goals are a little bit easier obtainable. Now, me being as crazy, nutsy, cuckoo as I am, I always like to add stuff, you know. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. To make money, the best crop, in my opinion, is sugarcane. As well as, I mean, I am getting a crazy yield on this poplar. Now, the only thing I don't like about poplar is that it takes a full 13 months to grow. And then your 14th month, you can come and harvest it. So it literally takes 14 months. The sugarcane grows in 6. You can harvest it after 6 months. So 6 months, and you can do double the harvest that you can of poplar. And you get double the yield, but it sells for considerably less. It only sells on this map for sugarcane for like $100 per thousand. Wood chips sell between $200 and $400, depending on, like, if I go a few months without doing it, I'll come back and I'll make like $200 or $300 per thousand. So it's double for this, but it also takes double to grow it. So, but with the brucks and everything like that, so we have no shortage of money, which is pretty cool. But it's exciting to me to think about some of the changes that I want to do to the channel, and I think it's come down to where I just want to get a style, and I've been doing this for so many years now that it's just like, and I think for me what ends up happening is, and it's no offense to anybody, is that I want to put out videos that everybody, you know how I always say things in threes, that everybody wants to watch. And as soon as some people come on and they start questioning like how I'm doing things and things like that, it kind of makes me wonder, am I doing the right thing? What am I doing here? And that sort of thing. And that's just the problem that I have to deal with. It's nothing to do with anybody. It's just a situation that I have to conquer. It's easy for other people to say, well, just do what you want to do, and it's hard when for the last 5 years all you've ever done is videos that other people wanted to watch. And what I mean by that is, and you can tell, and I want everybody to understand is, as a content creator that's been doing it for 5 years, and there's been many content creators that have been doing it a lot longer than me. So, but after 5 years, you can tell a series that's going to be positive and a series that's not going to be positive. The Saibuch map, or Saibuch ho ho wow 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 woo woo wow wow map. That's the other thing, guys. I'll never pick another map that I can't pronounce, ever. And and a big word of advice for map makers: if you make a crazy map, or if you make a map with a crazy name to it, please give people a description of how you want it said, because I don't know how the map author wants it done. For all I know, it might be butchered it 50 times, and I'm absolutely not even close to making it right. So I won't pick a map again that I can't pronounce and that I don't know how to pronounce. But after 5 years of doing things for others, it's very hard, and it's very easy for you guys to sit back and say, well, just do what you want, Fury. It's, we'll watch when we watch, and it's easier said than done, because all I've ever done is try to make videos for other people. Like, for example, I was in a thought, and then I kind of went off on a little tangent there. When you have done it as long as I do, you can tell when a series is going to flop. And what I mean by that is, you put out a video, and We're gonna leave it like that. Look at that, almost 2 million. When you put out a series, and like normally my first episode or 2 episodes of a map that I know is gonna make it will get a couple hundred views on it, you know, which is still not a lot. But I'm not a big channel either. I'm a really tiny channel, and you know, but when you put out a video and it gets 12 views, you're thinking, okay, nobody really wants to watch that. So a lot of it's the map. A lot of it is the style that I'm doing on that map. So as much as I'd like to turn around and say, there we go, there's a tree devourer with a $5 million limit. So we're going to cut trees the rest of the time here and see how many we can get. We only got these few here, and then we can paint this in. Now that's loud. All right, so hang on, let me show you how this works. All right, I got to turn the volume down. Whoops. Yeah, I got to go to settings. One more down here, over here, and then down. And I got it at 60. So some vehicles are louder than others. I did notice that. So let's go down to 50. That's a little better. That's a little better. We'll keep adjusting it. Like I said, oh, it's still really loud. We'll get it down one more time here. Go down to 50. We'll go down to 40. Yeah, that's not too bad now. There, that's not too bad. That's much better. But yeah, it's just I think that what I have a tendency to do is I get affected by people who don't mean any harm. None of you guys, none of my family members mean any harm with their comments, but I tend to take it like a little more than I should, as far as like when people come on and say things like, "Oh, you should play this way or this way, this way." Most people, the general public, would say, you know, hey, you know, it doesn't matter how I want to do it. Oh my gosh, we're way over here, everybody. Look how far we just cleared. I'm going to go down here. Okay, so let's paint that in real quick, and then we'll paint the other field in. Construction here. Painting, and we're going to take this. Got to go over to our field that these 2 fields that we just harvested, and we're going to go like this. Bring back our field to the thing it was. That way this will never grow back. So the disadvantage to poplar and sugarcane, guys, is that if you ever want to change the crop, you have to plow it in. There we go, like that. I'm not worried about that right now. And then this one. And then this will never grow in. And then we come back the next episode. We will do the next 2 fields over. We're going to start doing them 2 at a time. In fact, I might just get them ready and the next episode be longer and just harvest everything and be finished up on this map. Now we're going to come down here, and we're going to be, where did we leave off? Right here. See, we can paint this in now. Actually got it painted. Where am I here? Did I already paint it in? Did I already paint that in? Yeah, because no, not yet. I was like, where'd I go here? So we're going to come across here. Whoops. Nice if it was nice and straight, wouldn't it? This isn't the neatest paint job in the world, but that's not what we're doing it for. So another minute or so, and we'll wrap this up here. And now you can see how fast I can do trees. It's absolutely insane. Paint this in. So let's go over this real quick. We got 1 field, 2. We got so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The next day will be this one will be ready and this one will be ready. So that way we'll get that done. So we got 1, 2, 3, probably about 3 days left. So we'll park this down here, and now we've accomplished everything. The maps are coming due, the fields are coming due, but you know, that's it. Do a couple more trees like this, and look, we've already done 9 trees already. This thing is super fast. Whoops, you get it just right like that, boom, and it does it in the stump, and you just keep driving. The brucks, you have to drive around the stumps. Come on. After I just said that, you know. A couple more. And then you guys get an idea of seeing how fast I can chop down trees. And you can get into a rhythm and really go like a madman. And you just keep driving forward, and it cuts down these stumps. Now you understand how I do 1,000 trees. So there we go. Now let's real quick, let's sell this on camera to see how much we make. Go down here. It's quite a trip down there. Now this holds 5 million and the other one holds 5 million, but we're gonna do that real quick, and it may be just a few minutes longer. I do this because it'll start spraying into the trailer. Look how far we've cleared already. Absolutely insane. We'll sell this, and then we'll end the video. Open that again, and we will switch to that and start selling the wood chips, and that'll start spraying in there. There we go. Now let's see how much money we make. Now that thing will empty really, really quickly. There was 3 million liters in that trailer. And it'll just spray into there just like that, and we'll just keep going and going and going. Now I've got it to empty at like 55 seconds a minute. Well, actually, I just gotta, when it comes back, it'll start filling again. It might be empty. That's it. 1 million liters. 1,900,000 liters. So, all right, on that note, guys and gals, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I'll catch you right back here tomorrow with another, well, maybe not tomorrow. Might be a couple days in between. We'll see. I just want to make sure I get my head right and everything. So I want to show you one last thing real quick. And I want to show you how much we've cleared, and then we'll get you out of here. As you can see now, we are really far. All this is gone. Every one of this looked like that when we started. So we got that section done, this section up here, almost completely done. The next one I'm going to go to is probably just stay there and keep going, and I want to make a road that goes here. Go from there, but I might just go up and down, up and down, up and down. That's it. I mean, remember when we first started this whole thing, and if we bring up this, I think we are pretty close to a quarter of the map right now. I mean, we've cleared a lot of trees. A lot of trees. This whole section had trees in it. And then this will be the next section. Well, we got a lot of trees to go, but we may or may not accomplish that goal. That part of it may not be done. But we will at least have the fields done that we wanted, that we promised, and go from there. So there's quite a bit of population of trees in here still. So my guess would be if we've done a quarter of the map, literally, it's probably at 7,000 trees, more like probably 35,000, 40,000, if not more. There's quite a few trees on here. You could stay on here for a while doing trees. But anyways, I went about 5 minutes over. This is where we're at. Look at, I mean, we've cleared quite a few trees. But now that I have this machine, I can literally, as you guys saw, within, just a few minutes, literally just a few minutes, we cut down 16 trees within minutes. So you can really fly along. And I really like the red on this, the red tint that it has for the winter. Pretty cool. But anyways, guys, get out of here. And when I come out with a new video, we're going to come. This will be the series we finish off. This one here, we'll be just doing videos on this series until we figure out which what map we want to do and what series we want to do. So, all right, guys, thank you for understanding, and I will catch you guys on the next one.